Y'all already know me. CP time is that's just what's gonna happen when you messing with me. I don't think I've ever been on time for anything in my life. I was late to my own graduation. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, hashtag Movie Bay. I am Movie Bay. And I am going to be doing a live over Love is Blind season 6 because when I did my review, I didn't go too into the details because I don't have that much storage. So I had to pump it out in 30 minutes. But as y'all know, if you've seen the show, there's so much more that we can dive into. So without further ado, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button when y'all come through the door. Let it know that you here. Drop down in the comments because this one is going to be a solo live and I need to have some rapport, some banter. So y'all share y'all thoughts and opinions as y'all come through. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm only going to talk about the two primary love triangles that took place in the first 6 episodes. I need some hairspray because it's annoying me. So let's start with Clay, AD, and Matthew. I drew a blank. So Matthew, and I want to talk about things I've been seeing on social media. So Matthew was worried about being labeled the villain, and people label Matthew as the villain. I don't really know what it is, but I don't feel like Matthew is a villain. I mean, like, and this could just be my own messed up world, but like he ain't different than any other dude that I didn't talk to. So it's like, is it? I mean, I guess it's giving villain, but it's just like typical dude type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to pronounce your name right. That's how I was looking like that. Saria? Saria? I was about to take a nap, but I guess I'll stay up for a minute. Please, yeah, stay up. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you'll be in the baddies reviews too. And me and Grant, we gonna go live in about 40 minutes. Matthew was giving me serial killer vibes. Sorry. Yes, I was getting that a lot too. I've seen that a lot online. But like, I don't know. It's starting to say a lot about myself because I felt like Matthew was like my inner, my what they call it? What did I call it? Spirit animal. How he just was walking out on people. I would love to just walk out mid conversation when people talking about something I don't want to talk about. Like I wish I had that in me. I just don't have that in me. I'm a person that's gonna sit there and be like, really? Wow. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, please stop talking to me. Like, that's me every day at work. So I wish I had it in me to be a little like Matthew. No, you ain't gonna get no sleep. Ain't no sleep tonight. When it comes to Matthew and AD though, I felt like that was a connection we wanted to happen because Matthew was so socially awkward and closed off, and AD was able to get him to open up. So that was like, oh my God, like the makings of a love story. However, when Matthew started gaming though, like Matthew, how you gonna tell another girl these same lines, bro? You're not even creative enough to finesse a little bit, like literally verbatim, asking for your father's hand in marriage, draw a map, we can escape, we can lead a day. On some T.I. say the word, we could lead a day. Like, Matthew. I want to talk about AD though, because AD knew when Amber was talking about it, she knew that Matthew had played her. Still didn't say nothing to Amber about it. Goes back on another day with Matthew. And I'm thinking like, why would you even? But at the same time, I'm a person that likes closure. So I was there for her going on a date with him just to like call him out. And I thought that's what she was going to do, but she very much so did not do that. AD was trying to figure out a way to salvage their relationship. Stand up. Stand up. Because I would have went off on Matthew. You want to be the villain? I'm about to make you the villain. We about to go viral right here, right now. Because how dare you play on my intelligence? And then when I ask you if you told her the same thing that you told me, you say no? And I already know that you did. Like, quit playing with me. I would have went off on him. You worried about being the villain? I'm going to make you that. Very much so. Very much so. And he was talking about, like, it's on camera, so I can't lie about that. You can. And you did. And it is on camera. I honestly think, though, and y'all let me know in the comment section, do y'all think Matthew was only there for TV? Because I feel like he was. I'm like torn between maybe he was like a plant like that season, like somebody, like a paid actor, somebody who's just there to shake up, or maybe he was really like that and he wanted to be looked at as the villain. Because if you make a staple on Netflix shows, they're gonna bring you back for more. I was looking into the application for Squid Games, and they were like, "Can we keep your application on file for future projects?" Like that's what they do in Netflix. As y'all know, y'all seen certain people on multiple different shows if they are a character that everybody likes or everybody hates. AD did say that she has a history of going for the wrong men or something like that, and I feel like we all do. Yes, and this was a part. This is what made me watch the show. I saw the clip between Clay and AD when he was talking about you got to be cute or I'm not gonna propose, and then I saw like her where it said that when I see red flags, I just paint my nails red to match, and I was like, well, that's problematic. That's toxic. That's not healthy, sis. Don't do that. Don't do that. They was trying to match. She said, baby, you toxic, I'm toxic. I'm gonna match your energy. Like, no, we too old for that. We too old for that. At this point, baby, we too old for that. Especially if you are looking for love, if you're looking for marriage so you can start a family or what have you. That's not the type of energy you need to be putting out. You need to be doing the exact opposite of what you are used to doing, not succumbing to the same type of men that you are used to dating and talking to. So you also think that because he brought up not being there for TV, he went on set with this country boy storyline and kept talking about America watching stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's why I too think that he knew I'm on TV and I'm gonna make a staple. So let's go ahead and get into AD and Clay because I think that's all I had to say about Matthew. Aside from Matthew kept saying he was a country boy, and I was not getting country boy vibes. Now that could be stereotypical of me, but look, I'm from Texas. I can say that I wasn't getting I wasn't getting country boy vibes. I really wasn't. But let's go ahead and get into AD and Clay because initially, and like I said, this could be like reflective of myself. I didn't think anything about their relationship was like too bad. I know, right? But when she disclosed to Clay that she was talking to other people and he like kind of went off, that's when I would have stopped talking to you because like heavy on the who are you talking to? Because you're not about to raise your voice at me. You ain't cursing at me because I ain't gonna raise my voice at you and I'm not gonna curse at you. So if you at your big grown age of 30 don't know how to communicate by now, then you're not the person for me, baby. At the big grown age of 30, I'm not raising a grown man. And Clay kept saying, I'm a big baby. I'm a big baby. Run, ladies. If a dude tells you I'm a big baby, I like to be baby, run. Put on your sneakers, lace them hoes up, and run as far as you can away from that man, from that boy. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving Tyrese and baby boy. That's a red flag. that is a red flag. Not just for me, it should be for everybody. Because you're grown. I don't have no kids. And I'm not about to raise no grown ass man. So this big baby bullshit, you need to leave that at the door. Leave it at the door when you come through mine, period. I'm jumping ahead of myself when it comes to AD and Clay. That really like, okay, let's get into it because Clay, when you think about it, he's so corny. He is so corny. And he's handsome. He would be somebody that's like physically my type, but like he is so corny. They were corny. Clay, AD all day. Clay, oh Clay, like shut up, like y'all be quiet. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much, and it ain't cute. I mean, I guess it was cute to y'all, but as a viewer, I was like, is this the connection they have? Dr. Seuss, rhyming? Is this the connection they have? Really? Really? Hey, y'all, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as y'all come through the door. Right now, we're on AD and Clay. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. This is an independent live, so I need to banter with y'all. What are y'all thoughts and opinions on AD and Clay as a couple? Because, spoiler alert, he did end up proposing to her. But let's break down Clay. So, Clay, oh, child. According to the women in the pod, Clay was saying things like, I'm a horrible guy. I'm such a bad guy. And AD was aware of this. I guess they had that conversation too. And I'm like, if a dude tell you he a bad guy, please believe him. Please believe him. Please believe him. If a dude tell you he a bad guy, if a dude mama tell you to run, like these are things y'all need to listen to and take heed to. AD, you need to be trying to break those old habits, and you are literally following the same pattern that you said that you follow, sis. We don't want that for you. We don't want that for you. Then you got Clay, because AD is like a unisex name to me, so I might get them mixed up. But then you got Clay talking about, despite our mental connection, our spiritual connection, our emotional connection, if you ain't fine, I'm not proposing. You gotta have some nice lips. You gotta have a fat, like, if you don't have that, then I'm not getting on one knee. And I'm like, why did you come on the show? Somebody casted Clay for the wrong show. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure he submitted his application for Too Hot to Handle, and they were like, you know what? We think you're gonna be a better fit for Love Is Blind, so we're gonna offer you that. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That probably happened to a couple of these guys, if we being honest on this show. Casted for the wrong show. I think Matthew probably should have been casted for The Circle, where he doesn't have to interact with people. He would have been amazing. He would have been driving himself crazy figuring out how he got to talk to these people. I'm tired of people coming on this show and not understanding the premise. He kept talking about looks and then said he changed, but then turned around. The first thing he mentioned was AD and her lips. Let's talk about it. So I'm happy that she didn't buckle nor fold when he asked her, about her physical appearance. She wasn't giving him any leeway. I would have like, I mean, I know I'm fine. So, I mean, if you don't think so, it is what it is. If you think so, it is what it is. But like, I'm not about to like describe myself. I'm 5'7", 130 pounds. Like, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. So then, not AD, oh my God, getting their names mixed up. Clay, after he blows up on AD for talking to Matthew in a social dating experiment show, am I not doing enough or something? Am I not saying the right things? Am I not enough for you? I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. I'm flattered that I'm the only person that you connected with, but I'm taking full opportunity of this show and I'm going to see how many people I match with as I'm supposed to. What you thought? I'm so happy that she told him that she had another connection, because that did make him rewind and center and get his life together. So let's talk about that, Saria. I honestly feel like Clay in his 24-hour turnaround, I feel like that happened due to other men in the pod. Jamal, who I believe is a pastor, we didn't get his, his dating story. Kenneth, who's also very religious, because after you see Clay hanging out with those two men in particular, he starts carrying around the Bible in all of his pod dates. So I really feel like they had like an emotional connection or something, and I really wish that they had aired that, because him crying and having this eureka moment out of nowhere, it wasn't enough for the viewers' eye. We needed to see what really led you to have this breakthrough that you said that you had in less than 24 hours. The fact that somebody else want her too, well, I don't know. Guys would do that. They would do that. But carrying around the Bible, reading scriptures before you propose, like, since when? We ain't talked about God in here. Since when? When, Sway? I honestly, y'all, okay, so this is my first season watching more than 2 episodes of Love is Blind. I'm not even gonna hold you. I watched season 1. If you know, you know, because I don't know the dude name, but the one who came out later down the line, and he was like he's bisexual, and he got mad at old girl because she was mad that he didn't tell her sooner. That season. So I watched like 2 episodes of the pod stuff, and then when that clip started going viral, I watched that episode when he went off on her, and I was like, "Ooh, baby, it's coming out. It's coming out." When he started talking about her hair and stuff, it's coming out. But honestly, when I saw AD and Clay, I thought about that couple from season 1. I really, really did. Because I was like, haven't I seen her before? Hasn't she been on here before? I thought, but I think that's because that girl was also a NBA cheerleader or dancer. So I think that's probably why I like linked them together. I got off track. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, I think that some people on this show are paid actors. Like Jamal, the reason why we didn't see his like love connection, I don't think it's because he didn't have one. I think it's because he's a paid actor. I think that they casted certain people. I feel like they casted maybe like 8 to 10 to 12 people. I'm spitting hard to be an experiment on the show. And everybody else is just a paid actor to make things interesting. To say, like Amber, oh yeah, he told me the same thing, because production knows that. Like at the end of the day, it's a show. And if drama isn't organically happening, we're going to have to make it happen. Just like, and we're going to get to this later, but just like when Jimmy, Chelsea, and Trevor, production told Chelsea to go in the date with Jimmy first. I know they did, because her mind wasn't made up. And honestly, whoever proposed to her first, she was going to say yes to. And they wanted her to say yes to somebody that she wasn't compatible with, because when the other people come back and like in the second half of the season, it's gonna be some drama between them. I know that's what they did. I know that's what they did. If you're in the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I see a lot of people leaving. I wonder that because I'm in my like production mode, and I feel like certain things ain't real, and it's always gonna be situational drama, y'all. Though it's always situational drama. Everything isn't organic. All right, I didn't catch that good point. That's interesting, but there was a lot of topics that haven't been discussed this season for some reason, like politics. Politics was discussed a little bit with Jeremy, spelled like Jeremy, and I think her name was like Sarah Kate or something like that, Sarah something. And she was like, "I'm conservative," and he was like, "Well, as a man, I feel like I don't have the right to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body." And I was like, and that's a wrap for that couple, because that's definitely liberal thinking. And she says she's a conservative, so Don't know how well they're gonna get along when it comes to values and morals and things like that. That they, because certain things like we can be different. Like, okay, you like to sleep with the fan on, I like to sleep with the fan off. You like to sleep with the TV on, I like to sleep with the TV off. We can be different on little things like that. But when it comes to how we're raising our kids, the things that we believe in, those things we do need to be compatible with. Those things can't be compromised. I don't think those things can be compromised. I tried to date a dude that was, I would say, atheist, because isn't that when you don't believe in anything? And that was hard. That did not last long. That did not last long at all, because I love the Lord and the Lord loves me. And just child, that was I don't recommend. Mesh with somebody who you have strong values and moral connections with. I'm sorry, I meant it's not usually discussed on the other seasons. They haven't really touched on those topics before. Oh, okay. I can attest because, like I said, I've only watched like two, 3 episodes of season 1, so I can attest to that. But okay, that's cool. That's good to know, kind of, because I know it's being talked about. And if not, what kind of conversations are we really having? If I'm trying to find my mate in under a month, like, we need to have all the combos. We need to have all the combos. That's why I appreciated when Brittany and Ken, when they talked about sex before marriage or waiting until they're married to have sexual intercourse. And granted, they're going to be married in like the next 2 weeks, but that's a good conversation to have. How did y'all feel about am I done with Clay and AD before I move on? All right, let's finish this part. Let's finish Clay and AD real quick before I move on. When they met, I honestly feel like I feel like both of them were attracted to each other, yes. But I feel like AD, she did her extra stand up. She was like, yes, look at it, look at it, look at it. Like, you knew what you was doing. You wanted him to see that I got that ass that you was asking for. I got them lips that you was asking for. Like, what do y'all think about her doing that? Being so opposed to, sharing her physical prior to meeting, and then when they meet, her like flaunting it, I guess you can say. Is that okay? Because they already met and he already proposed. What y'all think about that? Because I honestly was like, all right, girl, you know what you're doing. And then when they got to the villa, he said in his confessional that he didn't want to objectify her, over sexualize her. He wanted to still show respect to her, but she was whining and she was throwing that thick leg up there. She wanted him to know, yes, baby, I'm fine. I am that girl. Period. She wanted him to know that. I feel like she was being really sexual. Um, and I feel like he did a good job at respecting her. I really do. How do y'all think about Clay's delivery when he said, "If you gaining weight, I'm gonna tell you get your ass in the gym." What y'all think about Clay and his delivery? Because that might be their biggest issue, is that he doesn't really have a filter, and she's kind of, I'm not gonna say sensitive, but sensitive to certain things. And AD, I just want to let you know, baby, you are more than deserving of love. I just want to let you know that, sis. Don't ever think that you're not. If you run across this video, don't ever think that you are not deserving of love, period. Unless you done did some foul things in your life, you are definitely deserving of love. All right, you guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Drop down in the chat. Let me know you're here. This is an independent live, so I would like to have a banter with y'all. Sorry, thank you for being a real one, period. She said, look at these strings. I know, right? Oh, my strings, they're in the way. She knew what she was doing. 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 Her body is banging though. Her body is banging. Her body is banging. Let's go ahead and get into the last triangle because as y'all know, I got another live to do in like 20 minutes. Jimmy, Jessica, Chelsea, and Trevor. First off, one thing that I've been seeing all on social media since yesterday and today, people comparing Chelsea to Megan Fox. Now, honestly, she said, people say, I always get that I look like this celebrity, but it's only because I have light blue eyes and dark hair. And I was like, girl, your hair not even dark right now, but okay. She also said, I don't see it. So for him to believe it, that's on him. For him to believe that she looked like Megan Fox, that is 100% on him because she said, she gave multiple disclaimers. People always say it's only because, and I don't see it. People say I look like Issa Rae. No. This is why, because we brown and we probably got like long oval faces. Like, Issa what? I don't look like Issa Rae. Now I would love to be like Issa Rae when it comes professionally. I would love to, cause I write too. Like I'm trying to get in that field. But looks, no. Personality, I've heard. Looks, I'd be like, y'all stretching now. Y'all stretching. It's cause I'm black. Especially when I have my braids. Like, it's cause I'm black, huh? Everybody look like Issa Rae. Okay. I look like Issa Rae. Okay. So when people say they look like a celebrity, don't believe them. Don't believe them at all. But that's his fault, 100%, because she gave multiple disclaimers. Now, Jessica, hit the thumbs up button if you believe Jessica came on the show to be famous, because I do. I think Jessica came on the show. Drop down in the chat. No, you don't. You don't see Issa. You don't see. No. I have my homeboys tell me that, my uncle, my aunties. Like, I'm like, I don't look like her, y'all. I don't look like her. I don't look like her. If they say our personalities, I can see that. But like, I don't look like her. I don't think I look like her. I don't think I look like any celebrity, honestly. I don't think I look like any celebrity. But I've gotten Issa Rae, and I've gotten, I don't even know the lady's name, but she played in War Room. I've gotten that through at least 3 people. So, and some lady from Greenleaf. I don't watch that show though, but I've gotten that from multiple people too. I think I look like me. That's what I think. But who are we talking about, y'all? Jessica. I think Jessica's only here for TV. She came in with that built-in storyline of her daughter. And I don't have kids, but I would definitely lead with me having a child. Because that'll weed out all the people who are interested right there. Don't waste my time, don't waste your time. I'm leading with that. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm blah, blah, blah years old. I do this for a living. I also have a 10-year-old daughter. She's my best. Like, and on top of that, she's 10. Like, I'd be like, that's cool. I'd be like, that's cool with me. Now, if you said I had a 2-year-old, I'm like, nah, I don't know about it. I don't know about it. But 10, fine with me. She halfway raised. that ain't my problem. I mean, okay, cool. But I'm also about a guy. But exactly, Jada. Exactly. Like, I will lead with that. I don't see the issue with that. I don't. Now, I understand when people with children don't introduce their children to their partners right away. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. But like, why have to finish your mom? Because that'll just weed out all the people who needs to be weeded out, and that's what we're here for. We don't have long. I already said in my review that I was 100% behind Jessica when she called Jimmy out on. I understand you want to take your time. I understand that you have other options, but you can't leave me in the dark about your thought process, your emotions, and your feelings right now because I need to know. I need to know how you feel about me. Because if not, maybe I'll leave or I'll start making connections with other people. You can't hide that. But you want to know something? Jimmy is a Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio. So I understand him like hiding emotions and feelings and things. But like I said, like I'm here with Jessica because like don't play with me. Don't play with me. But this fast-paced show is destined different when it comes to kids. Yeah, like introducing. I mean, like mentioning your kids. Absolutely, absolutely. But one thing I didn't like Jessica did is when she said that you are going to choke when you see what you missed out on. You're going to need your EpiPen when you see what you missed out on. And I'm like, dang, he just shared with her that he got allergies and she just throwing that shit back up in his face. Like, that's not nice, Jessica. That's not nice, Jessica. Jessica wants to be the victim. And that's how and she's beautiful. She's gonna be on another show. But she's 30. I don't know. I don't think they'll put her on Too Hot to Handle. What y'all think? What's another dating show on here? Love Island? I don't watch that. Y'all think she could be on Love Island? Maybe. I personally feel like I'm about 6 more minutes. I personally feel like she said he's gonna die. You're gonna need your EpiPen, baby. I personally feel like Chelsea chose the wrong person, but as I previously mentioned, I feel like production had her purposely see Jimmy before she saw Trevor. I literally cried when Trevor was, saying, "What if I gave you my speech? What if I told you my proposal speech? It's a good speech." Like, oh, Trevor, it made me really want to cry because I was like, poor baby. Oh my God. He's such a good guy. And then if y'all see, they're going to drop new episodes on Wednesday. When he comes back, y'all. Jimmy and Chelsea is a hot mess. Jimmy and Chelsea is a hot mess. They are the best couple on this show. And I mean best drama-filled couple on this show. Last thing I want to talk about is Chelsea and her insecurities. Chelsea and her insecurities. I don't watch The Perfect Match. I usually don't even watch dating shows because I'm like bitter. But I might. I'm in a little zone now. I'm in a little zone, so we'll see. We'll see. Chelsea pisses me off too. She's so toxic. So when it came to what happened when all the couples met up, Jimmy was in the wrong for saying that girl is stacked. He was in the wrong for that. Because y'all haven't built that rapport. Y'all don't have that type of relationship. And Chelsea has been dropping clues that she's mad insecure. Okay. Chelsea was also wrong for blowing it up, making it bigger than it had to be by bringing AD in on the conversation. Then at the end of the night, when they're going back and forth, I agree with her saying, I'm telling you that you hurt my feelings, and I just want you to understand that. I agree with her on that part. However, what I don't agree with is when she said, you weren't kissing me like all the other couples, and you weren't biting me like everybody else, and everybody else's man was loving on them, and where were you? You weren't around. And it's like, this is why people don't like going on double dates. Because if you expect me to kiss you twice every time somebody else kissed their partner once, like, girl, what are you really in a relationship for? Is it a competition? You have to feel love that bad? Like, I got to be up under your ass all day, every day for you to feel love? Red flags. Red flags. Red flags. And Chelsea, when it comes to Jimmy, red flags that he feels comfortable enough to tell you, look at that girl ass. Especially if y'all don't have that type of relationship, because y'all don't. Y'all don't have that type of relationship. I dated a guy where we did that because we were friends first. So, you know, saying, "Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that ass." Like, bro, she real life got boobs because I don't got no boobs. I'm like, she real life got boobs. Like, it's crazy out here. And he can, like, we can talk about it without me being jealous because we have that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the night, Chelsea was like, "I love you. Okay, I want you to listen to me though. I love you. Okay, but you don't understand. I love you." Like, she kept cutting him off. Well, he's like, "Okay, but I don't like." He's trying to compute everything that she's talking about, and then she just, "I love you." Okay, no, you don't. You love the idea of him. Y'all don't love each other. Y'all are not good for each other. Y'all are not good for each other. This is toxic. This is toxic. Toxic. My favorite couple though, Ken and Brittany, and I love the conversation that Ken and AD had talking about interracial relationships. Because that's a definitely needed conversation. I was getting, you know, big brother, little sis vibes, or big sister, little brother vibes from them too. Laura or Lauren and Jeremy, I love them together. No. I love Jeremy. He's cool. And I love Laura when she's with the girls. But when she's with him, it's like she's always annoyed with him. And the fact that he got so mad with the bean dip thing, I was like, did I miss something? Did something happen? Did I miss something? Like, why was that like your final straw? Were you afraid that Clay was gonna beat you up? Did you not like that AD was offended and it made you look bad? But you also brought it up. Like, what do y'all know what happened between Jeremy and Lauren? Because Laura, whatever her name is, because I was lost. I was like, oh, I love them. And then the next thing, it's like they breaking up. I'm like, what did I miss? What did I miss? She is so insecure. I feel like he never complimented her body and he complimented on AD. Let's say her. He definitely had, yeah, she is super insecure. And she always says it's not coming from a place of insecurities. It is. In the moment when you can own that, we can start working on it, girl. And he keeps saying, it's not all about looks, but it's never about looks, but it's not about looks, but I'm like, both of them are trying to convince each other that they made the right decision. Both of them are trying to convince themselves that they made the right decision and that they love the other person. If you gotta say it multiple times to convince yourself, baby, it's not real. It's not real at all. At all. Ooh, child. Did y'all think, last question, did y'all think Jimmy was in the wrong for talking about AD's body? Or the comment where he was like, hey, I had my first date with you and we didn't match. Ha 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 ha. Like, do y'all think he was in the wrong for that? Because the body comment, he shouldn't have done it. But like, just like talking to the other women, it's like, hey, remember? Oh yeah, I had my first date with you. It's so crazy. La, la, la. Like, you know how things worked out, how things played out. I didn't think he was wrong for having that conversation because I would have had that same conversation. I was like, oh snap, I remember you. I didn't think that you would look like this. Like, I would have had those conversations too because that's the experiment we're in. We are all a part of this weird, twisted family. So yes, let's talk about it. Yes, let's talk about it. I didn't think he was wrong for that conversation. I didn't. With that being said, y'all, because I gotta get ready for my Ratchet TV live. Gotta get ready for my Ratchet TV live. I can't, and I'm shocked to say this, I can't wait to see episodes 7 through, I guess, what, 12. I don't know how many episodes it usually is on these shows. But drama when Jessica comes back, when Trevor comes back. Oh, I can't wait. Is Matthew coming back? I don't want to see him. I could care less about that. And I also want to see what was going on between Kenneth and Brittany. Like, he had his little hair taken out and she was like, you always in your phone, da da da. Like, I want to know what's going on with them because they're my favorite couple. Surprisingly, they're my favorite couple, and we're rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Yes, he was wrong for the body comment, but to be fair, AD is stacked. But you got to keep that in your head. Exactly, exactly. But okay, so is Chelsea in the wrong? Well, I mean, this isn't bad, but is she in the wrong for sharing that her dude got a big peen? Because I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said that. And I feel like that also built on her insecurities because now I done told you about my dude's peen, and now he's complimenting your body, and y'all over there laughing and chopping it up and stuff. I feel like that really added on to her insecurities. Like, why would you do that? You don't tell people that. And these girls ain't your real friend. You don't tell people that. What is wrong with you? You can tell she ain't never been in a relationship for real. Like, child, I never. Yes. So with my baddies live, it's gonna be on this channel and Grants. We're gonna be streaming from both of our channels. So thank you so much for tuning in to The Love Is Blind. I will be dropping a review over the coming episodes, more than likely on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, to be honest. And I do plan on going live afterwards, after I post as well. So make sure y'all continue to run up the views on that. Like, comment, and subscribe on here and on there. Share it. Let people know that I'm doing love shows now. It's more than just Flavor of Love over here. I'm doing current love shows too. All right. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Oops.